YouTube, welcome back to new cards for Monarchs. And I said it at the start of the stream. For those of you who don't watch, make sure you tune in. Twitch.tv/Farfa, 2 p.m. UK daily. It is one of the most miserable decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Monarchs are not a fun archetype. They are designed with an in-engine Vanity's Emptiness, the domain lock. They search Monarchs Erupt, and I don't understand why anyone would want this to be a meta deck. I will stand by this. I hate Monarchs. Anyway, let's begin in chronological order here. So, Yummy is a deck that I, for those of you who checked out the main channel yesterday, you probably remember what I was talking about, the current format having this really cool design space where the power has been rolled back a little bit with Ryzeal, decks are more interactive, one-card combos specifically have been toned down a lot significantly. Yummy kind of just throws that out of the window and says, nah, fuck that, we back, baby. After looking at some more Yummy combos and the capabilities of this deck, this bullshit is toxic. This is toxic. Right? Yummy is not going to be a fun format. I don't think this is going to be a healthy, enjoyable gameplay. And it's really powerful, by the way. So anyway. Damn. Mods, can we get the square counter? That was like 3 there, wasn't it? I think we're on 25? Okay, let's read the card. Guys, make sure to remind me, okay? Like, no cursing. Haram. Yummy Surprise with a Z. Surprise. Surprise. Quick play spell. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Target 2 light beasts you control, and 2 cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. That's absolutely absurd, right? Because you just, like, bounce a bunch of junk stuff and then bounce 2 of your opponent's cards. And this is searchable, I'm pretty sure. Special a Yummy from hand or grave. Wait. Activate one of these effects, or each effect for this card name per turn. Special Yummy from your hand or grave, but it cannot attack directly this turn. Okay, cool. So this is a 3 of, right? It's an extender, or it's disruption. It's just, it does everything. Or it's apparently it recycles your field spell from your face-up field to the grave, then place one from... Oh, and it just activates it. Okay, this card is busted, right? You can chain the link 1 to the first effect and synchro the monsters you were going to bounce off. That is disgusting. So it's a free bounce, basically. It's not even... Yeah, so anyway, everything that you guys recall about Snake Eye and Yubel, like, Yummy is kind of going in that direction. I don't know if it's anywhere near as powerful as, like, full power Yubel or anything, but it's kind of like the same sort of logic. Like, this deck does really long, convoluted, crazy setups of their board. It's very layered disruption as well. Yeah, this is not going to be a fun time. So, scrap everything I said in yesterday's video. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is... I think I had a great analogy, and it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a bad game that sometimes has good formats, rather than Yu-Gi-Oh! Being a good game that sometimes has bad formats. That's the standard we've seen with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, in my opinion. So, all of you should quit Modern and play Draft. Let's do some Cuban. All right, next up, we've got Psychics. Okay, I think these are like just generic Psychic supports. So Serene Psychic Girl. This isn't like an archetype, right? This is just 5D's era style psychics. Level 2 Earth Psychic Tuner, 500, 300. You can use it for a second effect once per turn. This is normal or special. Banish a card from your hand. And if you do, special level 4 lower Psychic from your deck, except her, and you cannot special from the extra for the rest of this turn. Okay, listen. I very specifically last night saw someone complaining about the lack of Cosmos support. And this... Wait, no. You cannot special from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Psychic? I mean, that's fine. Cosmo doesn't really use the extra deck. I mean, it could. Ugh. Can you? I don't know. My first thought is Cosmo. What other relevant Psychic decks are there? Ritual Beast? But it locks you out of Psychic from the extra deck, so no way you're playing this in Ritual Beast. Punk. Right? Are all of the extra deck Punk monsters Psychic? Isn't, like... Aren't some of them dragons? Shut up. Mutant support? Oh! Banishing a mutant from deck? I can't remember if that's good or not. I hope this has application for a lot of cool decks. Target phase-up monsters in the field that have a level up to number of Psychics and increase their level by 1. It actually just feels like 5D's 2011 support here. Just generic, like, Synchro Psychic. Sorry, Psychic, not Psycho. You know, I'm sorry. Not trying to say these are crazy cards. Hushed Psychic Minister. Level 3 Earth Psychic. You can only special with this effect once per turn. You can only use the second effect once per turn. If you control a psychic other than this, special this in defense. This is just a free body special summon. Level 3, Burning Abyss support. Let's proceed. Banish this and one other psychic from your grave and target a face on monster in the field. And banish it until the end phase. This one feels significantly lower in power level. Like, if it was a quick effect, that'd be cool. Banish this and one other psychic and target face on monster in the field banished until the end phase. Guess you like sync something off with this and then force out one of your opponent's cards. Yeah. It's like, okay. Mind Procedure. Guys, I'm not trying to be like, you know, discriminatory or anything, but would you let this do a procedure on you? Would you say that this guy is qualified to do a procedure? I wouldn't let this guy do any procedures on me, man. Level 3 Light Psychic Tuner. 11/11. You can only use the first, one of the first and third effects per turn. If this is special by a monster effect or normal, pay 2k. Add a teleport, normal, or quick play. Teleport. God, what does that even mean? Teleport. I think there's a field spell. I think there's a pop. There's like a pop. There's obviously E-Tele, I think, right? There's other stuff, isn't there? Not just E-Tele? Searching E-Tele is crazy, though. Retro Beast Starter. If this card you control would be used as material for the synchro of a psychic, you can treat it as a non-tuner. If this card becomes banished, pay 1,000 and summon it. Wait a minute, that's kind of crazy, right? One of the psychic from... Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see what's going on here, right? Like, these two sync together, and then you can banish with this guy in the graveyard to then trigger this to then bring back, and then he does another procedure. Okay, cool. Anyone have replays of this? This is one of the most open-ended support waves of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I've seen. Like, there's like 5 different archetypes that are coming to my mind right now, and all of them seem maybe playable with this stuff. Prototype Psychic Blaster. Level 6 Earth, 2015. You can only use the first and second once per turn. Discard this cost. Special a level 4 or lower psychic from hand or banishment. Jeez, like, that's really strong. This is in your grave. Pay 1,000, banish another psychic. Special summon this? That's really good. Pitch, summon any psychic from your hand. And then you can banish it after you sync it off from your grave. And then bring it back. Like, it's really sick. Genuinely really sick. I just wonder what deck you'll best use this in. Absolute Axon Kicker. Level 11 Light Psychic Fusion. Requires a Psychic Synchro and a Synchro. Must first be Fusion summoned. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. A Psychic Synchro and a Synchro. Psychic Synchro and Synchro. I don't think if you can make this in Punk. Like, this is probably just the standard Punk combo probably just makes this, right? If this is fusioned, pay 2,000, banish all face-up cards your opponent controls. Can be destroyed by card effects. This card is in your grave, except turn with center, banish it, and special summon level 10 Psychic. Holy crap. There's so many new cards! Got a combo here. Okay, I'll take a look in a sec. Yeah, so this is crazy. It seems very difficult to make, but we'll see once we read them, if they are. Like, they might just have an effect to fuse for free and stuff like that. Can be destroyed by card effects, so this is in your grave, except the turn it was sent there. Banish it, and special level 10 Fusion Psychic. Level 10 Psychic Fusion Reaction. This is treated as a Fusion Summon. This is in your grave, except the turn it was sent there. Oh, yeah, no extra foolish burial shenanigans. That's really broken. This just summons a Psychic Fusion. Is there another one? There's no other support cards here. What do they want you to summon? This is clearly referencing something. It's an old one. Some old guy. There's like 3 targets. Ultimate Axon Kicker. Just like an Axon. Oh, there was an Axon Kicker. Fair enough. Silent Psychic Magician is a level 5 generic synchro. I feel like good level 5 synchros are getting few and far between. We've had a couple of decent generic 6s over the years, but there's not actually that many good generic 5s these days. So hopefully these are still good regardless of being psychic support. If this is special, target a level 4 lower psychic in your grave and special it, but then you can increase its level by 1. You can't special next for this turn except psychics. I mean, this is just, like, broken, right? Like, this just helps you synchro climb up into stuff. This card would be used to sync with Teal Cheat as a non-tuner. Thought Cross Archfiend. Thought Ruler. If she breathes, she a Thought Ruler. This card's going to go crazy for cube. Yeah, this is a crazy cube card. Psychic, tuner, non-tuner. You can lose it for a sec effect once per turn. During the main quick effect, target one of your banished 7 or lower psychics and special summon it. Okay, so this... Like, 2 guys into this, bring back a body, make this, use the grave effect, banish to bring back one of the bodies, activate this, and then bring back one of those guys. Like, this just climbs into... Yeah, this is all pretty much a one-card combo through all of this stuff. So target one of them and then bring it back. And then during the battle phase, quick effect, tribute one other monster and gain life equal to its original attack. And if you do, this card gains attack, gains that much attack. Hey, life point manipulation. I mean, that's always been a psychic win condition. Well, not win condition, but gimmick at least. The level 5 revive psi frames like Gamma. Well, yeah, that's cool. Level 9 here, psychic tuner, non-tuner psychic, 3227. This guy's a big boy. You can only use it for a second effect once per turn. Target a banished monster and special to your field. Any monster. So if you at some point fusion summon this, banish it, summon a guy from your extra deck for free, and then this guy then brings this back. Like, you know. You can only use one of the effects per turn. Yeah, okay, so you go second, you can just banish a guy. Sorry, summon a guy, or quick effect, banish a monster from your grave, target one of the face monster field, banish it and then gain life. Yeah, so, you know, on your turn, you use it as an extender, and then your opponent's turn, it's disruption. It just banishes a guy. All right, parallel teleport. Teleport fusion. Well, there you go. These are the new targets. Quick play. You can only activate one card with this name per turn. You cannot special the turn you activate this except psychics. Could be the psychic that has a level. And special a level 7 or lower psychic from your deck or extra deck. And if those monster original levels are different, you lose life equal to the difference times 1,000. Is this really Cash Tira support? You are all going crazy with the Fenrir. Like, is it really? Do we have to go down that direction? Anything cool instead of Fenrir? Teleport fusion. You lose the first second effect once per turn. During the main fusion of psychic fusion from your action by banishing psychics from field or grave. That is crazy, dude. They have a searchable miracle fusion to make this guy, which banishes all face-up cards your opponent controls. Like, that is nutty, right? If your face-up psychic special from the extra is destroyed by battle or card effects, banish this from your grave and turn one of your banished psychics special summon. This is more interesting than the Monarch cards, honestly. Anyone have some replays by any chance? This looks crazy powerful. Only main phase, though? Damn, I wonder where most people spend their time. The main phase. The teleport searcher can search the assault mode cards. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, Jeff has some replays somewhere on Twitter. What's his name? I can't find him. Oh, there it is. I don't see it. I was hoping for like a replay or a video here. You guys just a notepad screenshot, boys? Really? Really? Okay, whatever. Let's read the comments. Yeah, I ain't reading all that. I have waited so long for this. I don't care how good it may not be. Psychic.deck was one of my favorite things ever. This probably is going to bring in some random boomers, right? Like, for those of you who don't know, this was like a huge deal back in the day. Like, this was a meta deck. 5D's era, like 2010, 11, I believe. Like, it was like a thing. Like, it was a deck. Like, you just play Psychics, Magical Android, stuff like that. And yeah, Grand Soil Psychics, I think, is one of those decks that ended up topping an event or something, right? Like Psychics have history in Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of you may not recall. But some of you may do because you are old. And hair loss is coming for all of us. So for teleport fusion, since it says banish from the field, would this count pendulum zones? If so, I'd love to test this in Meadowfoes. Banish from field. Can I fusion my skills? Bro's trying to master row 6 us, man. The Grand Cell deck was way later, though. It's timeline wishy-washy. Takes me back to my ultimate Axon Kicker Miracle Synchro Fusion Turbo days. Yeah, look, takes me back. Oh, okay, Grandpa. Yep. Miracle Synchro Fusion. That's definitely a real card. Yep. All right, no replays as such, but this looks really sick. I'm just wondering if you complement it with other decks. Maybe if you played just this and hand traps, maybe a couple of other things can help facilitate this. I don't know. Let's get into Monarchs, finally. I know. Now, before we get into this new support, this is very important.
First you use your Rhoda, set yourself to Sarah, normal that to Sarah, send it off for Amarage, Tessera activate, summon Snake Eyes Ashen, Ash activate effect, set yourself to Poplar, then activate Poplar, summon out that Poplar, activate that Poplar, search dramatic chasing, Snake Eyes Ash and Poplar, summon out your Oaken, Oaken bring back Poplar, Snake Eyes Oaks and Poplar, summon out your Flampurge, and then Poplar effect, place your Oaken, Flampurge on Tessera, activate dramatic chase, place down Diabell, summon Diabell star set that's in full Spoilsavera. Don't forget we still have 4 cards to work with.
So good, man. So, I don't know what is going on here. Incredible. Reverse everything I just said about the Monarch support. Monarch getting support is apparently very cool. Anyway, so I guess that was a semi-spoiler. This guy summons Snake Eye Ash. Huh. This is very cool. Alright, let's have a read. Again, to preface, I think Monarchs are a horrible, toxic, terrible deck that should not be supported in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's not fun to play against. It is a literal Floodgate Turbo deck. It sucks, and I hope that this deck burns. And I hope this sucks. Eidos, the Underworld Monarch. Alright, so we got a level 6 version of Erebus? Eidos into Erebus. Eidos Underworld Monarch into Erebus or something, right? No? Anyway, who cares? You can lose the first, second, and third effect of this name each once, but Jesus. This is normal, special to add a Monarch spell or trap or a monster with So, what did I just say about Floodgates? I'm frame 1, first line of the new card. Instantly, they've given you a way to search Monarch's Erupt and a way to search Domain. Or a way to search Majesty's Fiend. Like, frame 1, literal first line of the card. Search 3 Floodgates. I just don't know how... Why are so many of you people down for this? They already could? Yeah, but now they're giving them even better cards to make that even more consistent, and this it could even be meta. Bro, just play removal? Shut up! Fenrir will fix this. It's so unimaginative, uninspired, and oh, I hate this. Declare an attribute. One face a monster in the field becomes that attribute. Is that relevant with any of the old Monarch support? I think the Vassals use attribute manipulation. I don't remember, though. Might make sense as we read more. Oh, the Mega Monarchs, right? Of course. They wanted you to have their specific attributes so you could trigger Mega Ryza, Mega Thessalos, etc., etc. If you tribute a monster with 25, 10 more or more stats while this is in your grave, add or special it. Okay, summon a Monarch, revive it. Maybe we'll also end on Wave King Caesar because it's level 6. All right, here's the new starter. Apparently. You can use first, second, and third effect. You can reveal a Monarch spell or trap in hand, and then just special this. Any Monarch spell and trap. That includes Erupt. During your main phase, immediately after this resolves, tribute summon. Oh, it's like Flu Wonder now. So, yeah, this deck has like 3-4 normal summons in a turn or something. Alright, special summon, and perform a tribute. If this is sent to the grave, special a monster with 800 attack, 1000 defense from your deck, which is supposed to be Idea, which then special summons Eidos. However, unfortunately...
First you use your Rhoda, set yourself to Sarah, normal that to Sarah, send it off for Amarage, Tessera activate, summon Snake Eyes Ashton. Activate effects, such yourself a poplar. Then activate Papa, summon out the poplar.
What an oversight, man. What an actual oversight. Why did they give Ash those stats? This just summons Ash. There's no restriction. Wait, what's the lock? Sent to the grave special summon. You can't special from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Oh, okay, never mind. That is a very big restriction, actually. But, you know, you still get Flamberge and Silvera and Diabell stuff, you know? Summon out your Poplar, activate your Poplar. And then we've got Scheme of the Monarchs. By the way, this searches any Monarch spell and trap. The Monarch spells and traps are all really good. Some of them are very niche, some of them you don't play. But by making it really easily searchable, you could start playing some of these, like, really annoying ones, right? Like March of the Monarchs, backed up by Domain or Majesty's Fiend. Very irritating. They have, like, an MST pop. There's a bunch of, like, one-offs that you don't really play and are kind of hard to search because you have to waste a tenacity on them. So there's, like, other stuff you could probably include in here that may have historically never been played. Scheme of the Monarchs. You can only use the second effect of this name once per turn. Send a Monarch spell and trap from your deck to the grave, except itself. So you just send Pantheism, and then Pantheism gets you 3 targets. If this card becomes banished, target a face-up monster your opponent controls. Add 1 monster, 24/10, with the same attribute from deck to your or grave to your hand. And then, immediately after this resolves, you can normal summon Zaborg the Thunder Monarch, Mobius, Deslos, Grand Marg, Ryza, or Kai. Oh, can't they just say Monarch? I hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Card text, man. Look at just this fluff. Like, just so many just wasted space on the card. Look at that. Look at that. Just, oh, I hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Card text. I mean, I guess maybe there isn't really a way to, like, specifically make it technically work gameplay-wise without giving it all this text, but, oh, what a mess, dude. One day they'll figure out the text problem on these cards. Anyway, this is obviously a crazy good card. This is insane. This is, like, very, very strong. How do you banish this? Prime, I think? I guess you'd have to go, like, send Pan get Tenacity, Tenacity reveal, add a card, banish that and Tenacity, then use this. So, or just Prime. Gold Sark, shut up, Gold Sark. Bro, shut up, Gold Sark. Rebellion of the Monarchs, normal spell. Rebellion of the look at this propaganda. What do you mean You are the Monarchs! The people are rebelling against you! What do you mean? You can only use the first and second effect of this name each once per turn. Discard a card cost. Can't special the edge for this turn. Also reveal 3 monsters with 824 or more attack / 1000 defense from deck. Your opponent chooses one for you to add to your hand. Oh, that's just Tenacity for monsters. Huh, that's really funny. Sorry, not Tenacity, Pantheism. I keep referencing these old cards. Some of you might not know what they are, but basically Monarch have, like, a banish spell that reveals 3 cards from your deck. So you can just reveal, like, 3 Tenacity. Tenacity is your Rota. But you have to reveal one, your opponent picks one randomly to add. So it's kind of weird, because you have to, like, you know, play 3 ofs. Obviously, Tenacity is your 3 of, but, like, there are some Monarch spells that you don't play as 3 of, so you can have to randomly get it, etc. Banish this from your grave, cost and special them also with 8/10 from your hand. This is so broken. These are. I think Monarch is back, and I hate that I'm saying that. Like, I think Monarchs are back. You miss something? Discard a card you cannot special from the extra deck for S's turn and reveal 3 monsters. You know, the Eidos, the Squire's stats, and the Monarch stats. Your opponent chooses one to add to your hand and send the rest to the grave. Well, what's the issue? Yeah, it's a good card. What am I missing? I'm gonna Stormforth Erebus your entire family tree, you sycophant worm. No one is allowed to talk to me like that except that guy. That is insane. What? I've never been called a worm before, let alone a sycophant worm. Alright, anyway. Culmination of the Monarchs. Continuous Trap. Why does this thing have, like, 7 bullet points? I haven't read this card. Why is there 7 bullet points? It looks like my lecture notes from when I was a student. Like, I would go into a lecture hall and I'd probably come out with less words on my pad than this card. What is going on? Continuous trap. If your opponent specials a monster and you control a tribute summoned monster, you can banish a Monarch spell and trap from your grave. It then activates one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Pop a monster. Pop 2 spells and traps. Discard a random card. Destroy a set card. Place a card in the field to the top. Banish a card in the field. This does everything! Like, it's every Monarch effect! Wait, that's so... Okay, lore! It's all of the Monarchs! Wow, bad! Ain't no way! It's every Monarch! I'm not... There's nothing dumb you can do with this, right? Like, you can't use all of these in one turn, somehow miraculously, right? I am not misreading this. Banish one, and then activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of this effect of the... Okay, so that last part is to stop you from using, like, 3 copies of this, right? You can if you have the banishes. If your opponent controls a special summon, you control a tribute monster, banish a monarch, then activate one of these effects. What? So it's just every time they special summon, you can just rip a card, pop a card, banish a card. If you have 6 spells and your opponent summons 6 times, you can do all of them. What? Dude, Monarchs are back. Monarchs are back. Monarchs are actually back. They're actually back. This deck is insane. Monarchs already had a strong foundation. Like Tenacity, good card. Aether, good card. Erebus, good card. Eidos, Idea, Pantheism. Like, they're all good cards. They're all good cards. But, like, this just gives them consistency, gives them ways to play through hand traps, gives them resilience, follow-up. This is insane. No one wants this deck to be back. No one, except Lithium. Lithium isn't playing the trap? No, come on, you can play one. Alright, I understand it's terrible to draw, it's maybe a little bit bricky, makes bad hands worse, but come on, dude, like, this trap is insane. You can probably pull off, like, 3 of these per turn on average. There's no way you don't play this. Stormforth and Spellcard Soul Exchanger are broken, go second card. Yeah, exactly, just insanely good card quality. We have a Rata tweet about Monarchs. The podcast means so much to me. Common Rada W. Common Rada W. Oh my god. Yo, what's up, guys?
Okay, so I was at work.
Oh, so we did like a reaction to it. Okay, fair enough. Right, well, I'm not gonna watch the reaction. You guys can do that. Let's see if he's got some testing done already. Actually, you know what? We already do have some combos. So let's jump into that part. Got these lined up here. Okay, so first of all, starting with combo number 1 for Monarchs. All right, here we go. So we do a random test hand. We draw. Trap card, 3 tributes, dead spell. Monarchs are so back, baby. They're so back. Average Monarch hand. All right, let's see. So this is from the YouTube channel Noah. It's not my son, by the way, just in case anyone thought it was. No, it's not actually my child. Alright, so here we go. Here's the new one. You go Rebellion, discard a card. You reveal 3 of these idiots. Send the rest to the grave. Tessera triggers. It doesn't matter which one they give you. You're always triggering Tessera. That's going to summon Idea. Idea summons... Is that the Storm Vassal? You tribute both for Erebus. And then the Erebus mills 2, loops a card out your opponent's hand. And then... Wait, how did you send the other Erebus? Oh, I guess is it the Storm Vassal? I think that sends one. And then you add it to your hand with Tessera. Banish Pantheism, reveal 3 Tenacities. Can we have a lower quality video? I'm sorry. What can I say, dude? Tenacity, reveal a Monarch, add Domain of the Monarch. Then we're going to use the effect of Tessera to reveal a spell and trap on the field to special summon it for free. Tribute over it for the other Monarch. That searches Erupt. And boom. Easy 2-card combo. You've domain locked your opponent and you have skill drained your opponent. They cannot go into the extra deck. They cannot activate monster effects. Easy 1.5 card combo. Not watching the Monarch goat. Wait, does he have combos? I thought it was just a reaction. Oh, Noah's got some thingy combos as well. Wait, who, chat? Lithium's deck looks better. I didn't see it. Where? All right, there we go. He's got some actual plays here. All right. All right, Lithium. Okay, no combos, just a test hand, I suppose. We're going to go Pantheism, discard to attempt to draw 2. Anchorite is special summoned. Banish, reveal Rebellion. Add Tessera. Trigger the effect of Tessera in the grave. Summon Adia. Adia is going to summon out Eidos. Tribute over. Or first, reveal with Tenacity. Get Return of the Monarchs. Activate Return. Tribute 2. Summon Erebus. Trigger. Loop a card out your opponent's hand after they've hand trapped you, by the way. Look at this big chain block here. The new Erebus summons itself. Idea recycles Pantheism. Return of the Monarch. Search His Majesty's Fiend. Like, why do you want this deck to be good? Why do you want this deck to be good? But, guys, it's not Master Duel. It's MD Pro 3 or something it's called. Oh, look. And then we search out the... We're getting Nibiru and Monarchs. This is... unreal. Oh, by the way, we still have a tribute summon, right? Don't we? Yeah, we still have a tribute summon. Yeah, because, like, this deck is like Flu Wander, where it just gives you a bunch of free summons. Cool, awesome. And then you just summon Erebus again, and then just loop another card. And then we have another tribute! Why do you want this to be good? Why do you want this to be good? We played through 2 hand traps, looped a card out of our opponent's hand, cleared their field, played through Nibiru, and then Majesty Vanity locked them. Why do you want this to be good? Oh my lord, man. I hate this deck. Ugh. Anyway. Thanks everyone for tuning in on YouTube to my reactions to these new Monarchs. These suck. This is terrible. No one wants this. But there is one positive takeaway from Monarch's support.
Send it off for Amarage, Tessera, activate, summon Snake Eyes Ashen, activate effects, search yourself
See you in the next one.
Then activate Papa, summon out that Papa, activate that Papa, search dramatic chasing.
Synchro Sidekick combos. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this is. Normal summon this guy, pitch a card, summon that from the deck. That searches E-Telly. E-Telly effect, summon out, yep, there you go. I had to play the punks, and then it's just full punk combo from here. So it's a 1-card combo, 2 discards, 1.75 combo, do we call that? Something like that, anyway. Oh, this searches the new level 3 here, which summons itself for free. Target these punks, manipulate their levels, Omega loop a card out your opponent's hand. Synchro into this 5, the 5 brings back a body, the 9 brings back Omega, loop 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, and then you end on the punk combo as well. Woo! That's disgusting, dude. That is disgusting. I'm just not looking forward to Yu-Gi-Oh! This year. This looks absolutely horrendous, horrific. Why are you people down for this? I don't know.